Hi, hello. Sorry, I'm a bit throaty. Hello everyone, how are you? Actually, I'm very excited. I'm very happy. It's the very first time I go live, and I don't know, like, to say the truth, I haven't. Where's the camera? It's here. So to say the truth, I haven't prepared anything for today. But I find it a quite good idea if you can go live, here on YouTube and expand our learning experience. Um, so let's the life of today be about some pieces of advice that I wanna just transmit or share with you, concerning learning English. First of all, the sole aim of this, I was going to say page, but channel. The sole aim of this channel is to exchange, let's say, knowledge, because I do believe, like, when you have got something to share it, why not? And I not say I'm sharing my knowledge, but I'm sharing the bit that I know with you, and I like you to to interact and say your comment and your point of views. As I said, this is the very first time that I go live. I'm very excited. I don't know actually how it works, so I'm just discovering the thing here. Maybe some of you will join. And if somebody is watching, please just, I can see two people I think are watching. Just say hi or hello so that I can see how it works. So as I said, I'm gonna convey some pieces of information or advice, about learning English, the right path to follow. Hello, Rania. So the very first comment that I receive on YouTube channel is from Rania. So hello, Rania. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And the second person that I received his comment here on YouTube is Zinedine. Hello, Zinedine. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So as I said, I know I seem a bit, confused. I know that I'm a bit confused, but it's for the very first time that I go live, and yeah. Now, the very first thing that I'd like you to know or to bear in mind, I know sometimes it's difficult to use that language to learn the language. Do you know what I mean? For example, you are learning English, and maybe you go to my YouTube channel and you say, what's the point? All his videos are in English, there's no Arabic, there's no French. I'm gonna tell you something. This is out of an experience. Maybe you have seen one of the videos on my YouTube channel, which is here, where I talked about my personal experience with English. And let me summarize it here. I wasn't that good when I was in high school. I was not that good. Believe me, I used to have like I was average. Let's say that I used to be average when I was at high school. I'm talking about high school. I used to have like 12 in the baccalaureate exam. I got 13 if I remember. And then it's a new experience when you take your baccalaureate exam and you go to university and you ask for some piece of advice. You don't know what to do. You don't know which major you choose and everything. So to specialize in journalism. I like, by the way, maybe you have noticed now I'm facing the camera. I used to be on TV for some interviews and everything. I like the camera. I like talking to people and everything. So I wanted so much journalism. Then when I asked people, that time we didn't have the private channels, like Shorot Nahar and everything. So I was a bit afraid. I said, okay, what would I do? Like after, like I got a diploma, and what I'm gonna do with it. Like journalism was not that good at the time, so many people advised me to study English. So yeah, I did it, and the very first time, the very first day at the university, it was a shock, a complete shock. Why? Because all my entire life, like I'm talking in the past, like my middle school, like 4 years in middle school, 3 years in at high school, we are talking about 7 years. I used to hear French and Arabic all the time when I study English. You see, and I thought, and this is the danger of it. So you forge an idea about it. You say, okay, this is the right thing to learn things. This is the right thing to get English. It's to to mix it with other languages, Arabic, French, and Jew. So when I went to the university and I started, let's say, the real English, I was shocked. Believe me, I couldn't understand the teachers, my teachers. I couldn't understand the lesson. I wanted to. Many doors are going to open to you, believe me. And don't give up. You are very young, Rania, so you can take your baccalaureate exam again. Or I have an option for you. You can study it aside. I mean, in a private school. Okay? So sorry, like my brother is talking and everything. Sorry for the noise. I was saying, like when I went to university, it was a complete shock. Like I couldn't understand the teachers when they were talking. And let me tell you this anecdote. I remember one of my, she's Algerian, but she was using American English, and she was so fluent, and she was talking, in a very fast way. And she was saying, I mean, she used to say, I mean, all the time. And I was like, what is I mean? Is it a person? It's a verb that I don't know. What is it? And I took the very first dictionary that I bought. I remember the Oxford Dictionary, and I was looking for Amin. So Amine at the end. I thought that Amin is a, I don't know, is a verb, or I don't know. After approximately 3 or 4 months, I discovered that Amin is I mean. You see? So I mean, when she speaks, or when she used, because it's in the past, when she used to speak fast, she was saying, I mean. You see that to show you. But here is the thing. I discovered that the right way, this is out of a personal experience again. Because I always say, like, our methods are different, our things are different, but I wanted to, I am just teaching the way I learned, you see? So that time I was convinced, sorry, that the right thing to learn the language is to use that language. Don't shift to other languages, okay? And the other thing is that, don't give up. Some of my classmates at the time, they gave up and they changed major. They weren't so good. They they had to redo the year and everything. So they said, thank you so much. How do I call back the comments? Because, okay. Hello, I'm great. I like content, but thank you so much, Zindin. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Believe me, I'm doing my best to give the best. So I was saying that there are 2 lessons that we have to learn. Number 1, use English. I know, sometimes we have to shift. Sometimes it's like out of the question, like you have to shift, like you need to, but it's so rare that you have that need to, or the urge to, to move to another language, you see? The other thing, don't give up. Never give up. Don't say, like, I'm very bad. I can't learn that language. English is difficult, and I don't know what. Just give it a go. Just do your best, and that's it. Okay. So the very first piece of advice that I'd like you to put in mind is to use that language. And here I'm talking about English. So when you go to schools, when you get your books, when I shop for books, or when I wanna get some books, I get shocked. For example, let's talk about grammar lessons or grammar books. I get shocked when hi, it's high time and it's about time. What they express exactly? Okay, I'm gonna answer you. Yeah. By the way, if you have questions, let's pop them here, and just pop them here, and I will answer them. I was saying, oh no, this way. Okay. So I was saying I was shocked, like when I used to go to some, bookshops or libraries, and I find, like, grammar books written in Arabic or written in French. And we know that grammar is different in other languages. You cannot really translate grammar into other languages. So I do advise you, mainly when it comes to grammar, try to pick English books, like Oxford grammar, Cambridge grammar. These 2 are great, by the way, Cambridge and Oxford. I have a video here, by the way. I'd like you to take a look, and I'd like you to see the books that I have talked about. They are so great, okay? Before I forget, I'd like to answer a question here. How do I recall the... okay, I found it. So Hala is saying, hi, it's high time and it's about time. So the use of it's time, or it's about time, or it's high time, we use them to urge a person to do something. Okay, it's let's say it's an urgent advice, like you are too late. For example, I say it's high time we took measures to fight coronavirus. And here it's time, it's about time, or it's high time, we use the past simple after because we are too late, we didn't take any measures. I repeat the examples. It's high time it's high time we took measures to fight coronavirus. Here, like just to show that it's an emergency, like we need to do something as soon as possible. Okay. So Hala, please tell me if it's okay. Let me give you an example. Hala, I think you are a baccalaureate student because we have this lesson. Let's imagine that someone has a baccalaureate lesson, or sorry, baccalaureate exam, and he or she didn't revise, and we are in April, right? So his mother or her mother tells her or tells him, it's high time you revised your lessons. It means you are too late and you need to start right now. Okay, we use it to for conveying an advice, a piece of advice. Sorry, but at the same time to show emergency, like you need to do that right now because you're late, right? Hala, please tell me if it's clear. For those who have just joined here, the 6 people who are watching, so it's today's live. It's the very first time I go live, by the way, and it's about some. So Zainadine is saying, I improved my English when I was working in India. Oh, you worked in India. But when I come back here, most of the companies use French and it sucks. Yeah, here in Algeria. Yeah, I use, French. Yeah, by the way, maybe some of you who are here don't know that I have a page on Facebook where I go live and we talk and we share knowledge and everything. A live like this one. It's called Practice Makes Perfect. So if you haven't joined my Facebook page, just join, right? Very good. Zuhra is saying, happy Saturday. During this confinement, I am learning and revising English and Spanish also. I tried new recipes for Ramadan, inshallah, like sweets. Good video, thanks. Thank you so much, and Zuhur. And please, check my new video out where I'm giving ideas on how to spend this time at home. I mean, during confinement. So you're gonna find a bunch of ideas that you can use and some activities that I shared with you. Just check the video out. I didn't get any course in Lakini. So this is a student of mine. I have 2 problems, Evaline. So I have 2 major problems. Problem number 1, I have a big problem here in where I live in Sidi Abdullah. I, believe it or not, I have access to social media, and in the morning only. And here, like you see, I go live, it's luck. Sometimes I have, sometimes I don't have. And I tried many times to go to that platform, Lakini, but I couldn't do anything. Like, the internet sucks. The internet, I have a very bad internet. And if you are a student of mine, I have told you that. But I didn't put videos, but I have sent lessons to Madam Hamouche. It seems that you are a student of mine, and she put the lessons there in a written form. So you can find the lessons there, okay? Yeah, it's clear. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's incredible. Can I send you a message on Facebook? Yeah, you can. Yeah. So let me come back. And believe it or not, those who are following me on YouTube or especially on Facebook, they know how I'm suffering with the internet. I tried to send videos to my colleagues, but I couldn't. The internet here is. I'm surprised that I'm live now on YouTube. I'm really surprised. So yeah, okay. Maybe if it works, I can go live and give some lessons about if you are baccalaureate students, so I shall go live and share some lessons with you, okay? Great. So let me come back to the pieces of advice. The very first piece of advice I said, let's start for being determined, okay? You have to be serious about the learning process. You need to to study English with dedication and with devotion. The second thing, never give up, okay? Because, during our, learning process, we face problems, we face difficulties, so we should be steady. Hello, Maria, Helena, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So I was saying, I'm sorry. So I was saying the very first point, you have to be serious. You have to study English with dedication and devotion. Never give up. And number three, use English when you decide. And here, when I say use English, maybe you're going to tell me, but we are intermediate, or maybe we are beginners, we don't have the vocabulary. Just start with easy things and upgrade, okay? Start with easy things and upgrade. Like, if you use English with other languages, believe me, it's not going to work, and you're not going to have the results that you want. I just want to give you examples. I remember years ago when I decided to watch movies without subtitles. I remember the very first videos that I watched were very difficult. Like, I couldn't understand the most of the film or the movie. But with practice, now I can understand 80 to 90%. You see here, I had a problem just now with the, and maybe some of you agree with me. Like, if you remember the very first movies that you watched in English, they were very difficult to understand, right? But with time, with concentration, you could understand, okay? Just give it a go, just give it a try, and you'll see how it works, okay? So hello, Maria. And Zinedine is saying, I can speak, and I was doing some sessions of public speaking. I want to improve my accent. Yeah, you can do that. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hello, Fatu. How are you? We're doing well. Yeah. Great. If you want to improve your accent, what I personally do, because I adore the British accent, by the way, I pick up some British speakers, like really native speakers. I give you examples. If you know James Corden, I'm listening to him a lot these days, and Adele. When I say Adele, not her interviews. So I pick some words. For example, I adore the way they say no, and I try to repeat what they say. I have noticed that when the t they pronounce, they have little glottal T's. So glottal T's, better, so Britain. Yeah, and by the way, the accents differs. So this is just an example. I come back to the point. I don't want to, spread the thing. I just pick some words and I try to repeat. So I start with words and then I start with sentences and I try to imitate them, okay? Believe me, it really works. If you like, for example, the American accent, try to pick some native speakers. They can be singers or actors or influencers or as you want, YouTubers maybe. Listen to them and just try to pick up some words and try to repeat after them, okay? And try to say it the way they say it. And do that very often, and you will notice that your accent starts to change. And it happened to me like or a year ago or more. I didn't know, and you don't notice, by the way. So don't get disappointed if you don't notice. Okay, I don't notice. Like many people tell me, like you have got a British accent or so. I don't know. I don't do it on purpose, but because I start talking like them. Okay, so Mr. Zinedine, I just advise you to pick someone and try to speak with him or her. Okay, good. No, Shamsu, you can. Shamsu, please. Shamsu and the others, try to حنقولها بالعربية. نحيو هذه كانت من راسكم، نحوها من راسكم. ما كاش كانت. Can. You omit the T of can't. You can. My brother is looking at me. Like, we're speaking English and then you go to Arabic. Excuse me now here. I'm going to speak in Arabic, in Algerian. ما كاش حاجة اسمها can't. Everything can. Okay? You are convincing yourself that you can. تالك تقنع نفسك بلي ما تقدرش. Okay? Maybe your method is wrong. Maybe the thing that you are following is wrong. Try to question yourself. See what is wrong. Okay, so try to question yourself. I am sure that the problem is in the method you are following. Okay, Just if you are a student in a specific school, maybe you need to change your school. Okay. Hello, Maria Lena. Yeah, stay home. We are staying home. So yeah. So this is what I said in the very beginning. Never say I can't. Okay. So you have to say I can and I can do it, and try everything you can. Okay. And please, you need time. You need time. This language because um it took me like, I think, 2 years to be fluent. Some people study English for 1 month or 1 week or maybe less than a year and they say it doesn't work. So no, you need time, you need practice. Try to surround yourself with English. Try to surround yourself with vocabulary. I saw a video a couple of months ago, and the post-its like all over the room, and they put, for example, this is a wall. They write a wall in the post-it. This is a pillow, and they write a pillow. Here is a camera. Here is a table. Here is a cap. Here is a bottle. Here is an earphone, and they see around themselves and they try to discover the vocabulary around them. So try to do it as well. Try to chat with your friends, very often. Okay. Yeah. So this live, it's the very first time I go live, by the way. It's just to give you a piece of advice at the same time to answer your questions if you have any specific questions. Now let's come back to the pieces of advice. Another piece of advice that I'd like to convey or I'd like to give you is to actually to be in a good school. Now here, when I say school, I'm talking about beginners. I'm talking for those who think that they can't learn English alone, because we can learn English alone, mainly if we have got some level, like we are intermediate and we can learn more. Okay. But if someone is a beginner, is the very first time he is discovering the language, you need someone to guide you. You need some guidance. Okay. And only a good school can give you this guidance. Okay. I'm not going to refer to any schools. I don't want you to say that I'm advertising or something, but try to ask, try to see your friends. I am sure that in your environment, maybe in your family, or maybe someone of your acquaintances or your friends have already studied English in one of the schools. So just ask him or her, where have you studied? If you think that he or she has improved, and I'm sure that is going to work. I'm sure of that. Okay. Sir, we don't have any homework. Maria Lina, Maria, which year I can't see. I'm sending the lessons for those who are my students here. I'm sending the lessons to Madam Hamouche, and she is posting them. Okay, just for my specific classes. The specific classes. Sorry, I forgot the books at home. Sorry, I mean at school. I left the book at school. Les premières S3 et les deuxièmes S3. So I'm so sorry. I'm not posting for you. I'm concentrating more on troisième S3 et troisième S2, mes classes de terminale. So I'm concentrating more for the terminal classes or baccalaureate classes because they have an exam. Okay, I'm concentrating more with these people. Première S2, Maria, no, I have posted a lesson and a homework. Just check out. I sent it to Madame Hamouche and Madame Hamouche sent it. Alors, les premières S2, les deuxièmes S2, les deuxièmes maths, et les troisièmes S3, et les troisièmes S2, I'm posting for you. Okay, I'm posting lessons for you. And for troisième S2, for baccalaureate students, maybe I shall go live and have some lessons for you. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. Good, Marie. Okay. Hello, Ahlam. Hello. I love how you are speaking. Thank you so much. It's Fatu. Thank you. So have you got other questions? I repeat for my students at school, because most of the teachers are having lessons online and everything. I struggle with the internet. especially when there is a website. I can't access the websites from my home, so this is why I can't post. So I'm just sending some documents. I'm just sending some documents to my colleague, Madame Hamouche, in the school, and she is posting on Lakini platform. Okay, good. Yeah. So let me repeat the piece of advice. The very first thing, you have to be serious. And when I say you have to be serious, it means you have to learn English with dedication and with devotion. Like you have to give time to be serious, to love. You know, these emotions are very important, by the way, okay? Number two, we said that you need to use English to learn English. Like, don't use other languages like French or Arabic. And personally, as I said, I don't say I was a victim, but when I was at high school or when I was at middle school, all the lessons were in Arabic or French, so we couldn't learn. I learned when I was at the university with you know, the teachers were speaking only English. Okay. Number three, we said it's to look for a good school if you are a beginner, okay? Because you are going to be lost. You don't know where to start. Do you study grammar? Do you study vocabulary? Do you focus on speaking? So you don't know. So just be in a private school where you are sure that they have great methods of teaching, okay? My class is troisième, it's Fatou. Fatou, are you a student of mine? No, you are not. Troisième langue, no. Langue vivante, langue étrangère, no. Yeah. If you go to my Facebook page, I have shared some lessons for les troisième terminales en général, d'accord? If you can go take a look. I have like, what do you call them? Not flyers, but I have like handouts that you can use them for revision. And again, if I see that the internet in the upcoming days is going to be as good as today, I shall go live and have some live lessons with questions, okay? Where can I write a comment? Top chat, live chat. I don't know. You know, it's the very first time I go live, so I'm discovering the, you know, I'm just discovering the options. What is this? To choose a. Okay, black and white. This is one. This one is good. And how I write comments. Thank you. I love your video. Thank you so much, Hyatt TV. Thank you so much. Sorry, just I'm trying to live chat. All messages are visible. Top chat. Some messages such as no, okay, but I don't find what I can. I can't type a comment, right? Thank you so much, Hyatt, again. Yeah. Now, let's carry on our piece of advice, and maybe I've got two other pieces of advice that I'd like to tell you is to, number one, try to surround yourself with not English speakers, but try to surround yourselves with people who speak English. I mean, they can be your friends, they can be member of your families, they can be your family, sorry, they can be classmates or colleagues. Anyway, anyone who can speak English, and it can be great if he is a friend, because with a friend you can spend a lot of time together. And you say, okay, my friend, my classmate, let's speak only English. Let's speak only English today. Let's be in contact with English, okay? Let's use English for an hour today. Let's chat only in English, okay? And when you speak, and you know, sometimes you speak and you get stuck, like you have to use a word, but you don't know it in English. So here, quickly take a dictionary and look for that word, okay? You need to have a notebook with you every day and note down the words that you know, right? Very good. The other thing is that try to choose some English shows, TV programs, I don't know, any program like movies, cartoon, documentaries, try to watch and listen to English as often as you can. And this is really important. You know, there is a rule that says if you want to be good at writing, you have to be a good reader. And if you want to be good at speaking, you need to be a good speaker. So if you want to speak fluently, listen a lot. Believe me, if you listen a lot to English, you will come up with wonders. Okay? Just listen and expose yourself to English. Okay? Thank you, Ahlam. Thank you so much. If it works, I go live many often. It's the very first time I go live on this page. I study American English in an app called Cambly. So yeah, this is it. I'd like you to share. So Hayat is saying I'm studying American English with Cambly. So just share your the apps that you use, the programs that you use. I am in the kitchen. I cook and I listen to the same time. Oh, thank you so much, Ahlam. And Ahlan, thank you so much. So Ahlan Bumlil was one of my students a year or 2 years ago, and she's a very faithful follower. She follows me on Facebook and on YouTube, and she shares every single post. I'm really thankful, and I dream to have many faithful followers like Ahlam who really follow you and support you. So thank you so much, Ahlam, and thanks for the other followers as well. Yeah. Now, do you have any other questions? So I'm very delighted to be live here for the very first time. It was a good experience. So as I said, I shall go live to go lessons for baccalaureate students. Okay. I shall go live to give lessons for baccalaureate students. Yeah, I try to. I will tell my brother. Okay, Maria. Go. Good. Not sure though if it works. Okay? Because, you know, believe me, I'm suffering with the internet. Today I am just lucky. You can ask Ahlam or you can ask others who are following me on Facebook. Many often I go live and then poof, nothing. It goes, you know. We get disrupted because of the internet. We get cut out of the internet. So I'm suffering here because of the internet connection that we have. Anyway, I'd like to thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. And please share this live maybe with your friends so that we enlarge in our community here together and we get more numerous. Me too. It is here. It's not, you know, I'm using the 4G. Believe me, I'm using 4G. And the problem where I live, we don't have coverage. We have a coverage problem here where I live. My pleasure, Ahlam. My pleasure. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, please share this channel with your friends. Invite your friends to come here so that we can have more and more, followers. And believe me, the more we are, the more interesting it gets. Because, you know, when we have more followers and viewers, like there is interaction, and this is what I want: interaction with you, with others. Okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. This is here share. How can I share it? Okay, I will share it later. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. For watching this live. I hope that you liked it. It was a random live. It was a random live. I didn't plan for it. But if you'd like to have more live videos like this, we shall go live very often. Have a nice day, everyone. I like you so much. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye. So I copy link. I'm trying to share it. Okay. Are you sure that you want to stop streaming? But first, yeah. So I said I'm gonna try to share it. So newsfeed. Okay, let's share it here. Okay. So have a nice day. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye-bye.